Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping on this journey to love. And so I just want to share a message that came through from a healing yesterday that I did for somebody. And I'm sure that this question will resonate with a lot of you, which is why I'm going to share it. So I received an email from the lady that I was going to do a healing for, asking about other people that their twin is with, saying that as they go through their healing and they go through their healing process, are they going to just be nicer to the people that they're with, or will they choose them? And so obviously the answer is always, they will always choose you in the end, right? Once they've learnt their lessons. Because, and the big thing about it is looking at when they're with other people, it's because they have stuff to go through with that person, right? So you must never look at it as that they don't want to be with you, because that's not the case. Their soul is created with you. Their soul always, always, always yearns for you. But what they have to go through is their own stuff until they're ready to have that soul joining, which is all part of, you know, the Earth's ascension and much bigger picture, right? But ultimately, it's always back to you. You're always back to each other. So just like you might be thinking, oh, I want to get off this journey, it's too difficult, da, 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 da. But you can never break that bond, right? It's always there because you're connected by the heart, you are connected, right? You are twins, and therefore your hearts are always connected. So, I sent her a healing, and in her healing, he came to save her. And she was running out of a burning house, and it was in a farm. And I was guided to search there was an old film called Far and Away, and I was guided to search for the theme tune of that, which was an Enya song. And also the song that came through was I Need a Hero. And he was very specifically saying, I want to be her hero again. And I want to save her, basically. So, and that's what he wanted to be able to do. Now, when I've just opened my emails this morning, and I'm just going to read you her response, because again, it just shows how spot on that our higher selves can communicate in getting the message across. Because remember, her question emailed to me yesterday before she saw my healing was, what happens with all the healing? Will he just be nicer to all the women he's with, right? So she says, sorry, I hadn't seen that you had sent me the healing when I asked that question. And oh my God, I really love it, because that is so lovely. And I think the best response I've had with all the healing that I've done. My twin has always said that he would have been a farmer if he had lived years ago, as he loves animals and being outside. And he loved Enya and had CDs of hers. And I have Irish roots and love Irish music. I watched a clip from the film Far and Away, which I love anyway, and the producer is Brian Grazer. And I remember my twin saying when we had watched the film, look, that producer nearly has my name. So he had actually commented on the producer of that film's name. I guess what I was thinking about yesterday, if they heal, will they come back to us or stay with a karmic or in karmic situations, was definitely answered in the healing. The funny thing is, Nikki, I thought you were doing my healing today. So that's why I asked that yesterday. So I feel that was definitely an answer for me. So my twin himself wanted me to know he wants to be a hero again, to be my hero and to be with me. I feel that he's obviously healing more and not wanting to fight his head, if that is what came through in the healing. A really strong direct message. Thank you so much, Nikki. Just as I felt low, you again lifted me higher than before, and I feel it's a very strong message for all of us on the crystal grid and other twins all over. Much love, always. Well, I totally agree, right? Because, she was very concerned that, with the healing that was happening, that he was just going to be nicer and nicer to the karmic people that he was with and, not choose her. But, that isn't possible, really, because when you have both got to the right place for you, it's a divinely orchestrated relationship. So of course the divine will step in at a certain point. The universe needs this to happen because the universe needs you to raise your light and to spread your light, you know, in a sacred sexual union. Hence why, you know, at the end of the day, you have to look at all the karmic situations that they're in compassionately, because, you know, they won't be making them happy. They won't have inner happiness because they will be, they're not fulfilled in those relationships, right? At all. But that doesn't mean that they won't be, they have to be at the right point to come together with you, because just like you have to be at the right point to come together with them, because you are one, you're one and the same. So the song that came through though this morning is a song called Sign Your Name, and it is by Terence Trent D'Arby. Now I'm going to read out the lyrics because this is the message that they want to say today, but also in the comments to this video there is 1111, there is 27, and 27 is the energy of walking away from all things. Now also, quite significantly, we've had all the messages around boxing, about Rocky, about, you know, you've got to keep on going, right, to, you know, win the fight, basically. The fight against light versus dark, fear. You know, the fight is literally against fear, doubt, and everything else, and to move into more and more love. Now, I had forgotten, but Terence Trent D'Arby was actually a boxer. And he won a golden award. So, which is why it's so perfect. Because remember, the more that you step into your golden energy, the more that you step into, you know, belief of this journey, believing in love, believing in your twin, right? Don't doubt them, because they feel that, obviously. If you're doubting, you are one consciousness, right? So whatever you're thinking, feeling, you're putting that out to them. So remember that, because actually the more that you can be compassionate for them and to understand that the situations that they're in are happening for a reason, the more that you can be sending them love and be in that state of love all the time. Right? And that is the challenge. The challenge is to understand that everything in your journey is happening for a reason, and to look at it compassionately with love, right? And to move out of fear, doubt, anxiety, and everything else. Which is why it's so lovely, because I did the healing on the day, you know, I got that email from her questioning stuff after I'd done the healing. So my response was, you'll have your answer in the healing. It's right there. Which is what, and that's, you know, that's the timing of all of our higher selves working together, right? That's, you know, that's just what, again, perfect timing. So the song is this. It is, fortunately, you have got someone who relies on you. And we started out as friends, but the thought of you just caves me in, and the symptoms are so deep. It is much too late to turn away. And we started out as friends. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my lady. Oh, hang on. So cute. The other thing about this, which is super cute, is that the venue, that what's popped up on this is the venue of where he did this gig. And the venue is a place that I know, and it also has my twin's name on it. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me scroll down. Oh, my PC's got stuck. So, but basically the message around that is, right, sign your name across your heart. I want you to be my baby. So that is the message, right? They want you to remember to sign your name across their heart. And you know, you're basically, your heart, your names are written and stamped into each other's heart. There is no, you know, there's no question. There's just no doubt, right? Have faith, trust that there's a divine plan. Trust that, you know, as sure as these trees are growing in the background. I love that there's trees in the background. You know, I was guided to set up the crystal grid that I do, all to be based around the forest lovers. You know, and the forest lovers is all about entwining together around the oak tree and using the roots of, you know, the trees and the sacred wisdom of the trees and Gaia and everything to help root unconditional love onto the planet. Now, again, I didn't know at the time, I didn't know that that was why. But of course, as with everything on this journey, it's like a discovery, you know, it's like literally, I always say we're like Sherlock Holmes and Watson, because we are discovering things all the time and parts of your journey become uncovered all the time, which is why the healing is so amazing, because that very specifically, that Divine Masculine said, I want to remember the time that I was a hero. And that's why that came through, and that lifetime came through in the healing, to have that memory put back in, right? So whether that happens for him, now that's at a conscious level for her, for him that will be, you know, at a subconscious level. But remember, they're both the same energy. So the more that you uncover about your own journey and have that imprinted in your energy field, the more that you work off that together, because it allows you to be more in love. Just like this lady said, you know, it allowed her to lift up in her vibration again, because it allowed her to dispel the doubt again. Because there's no doubting, you know, he had actually even commented around the director of that very specific film, you know, and so, yeah, that's why it's so amazing. That's why it kind of blows my mind every single time, because I'm like, no way. There is no doubt about it. You know, our higher selves are on the ball working all of this out. So trust, right? Trust, trust, trust. Okay, so if you want to have a healing, then please do. All of my details are in the link. If you buy 2, you get 3, 3 you get 4, and so on. And then you can have like a healing and a reading and a your story. So if it's the first time you ever come to me, then that's a really nice package, because you can do that for £66, which works out only £22 for each session. But you get then a healing, a reading, and a your story, which covers 8 questions. So it gives you kind of a complete picture for your union, which is, which is really lovely. All right, so if you want to come for healing, please do. All details are in the link. And in the meantime, have a lovely weekend. And remember, it's all written in the stars, right? As sure as night becomes day, I'm telling you, it will be there for you. All right, take care. Bye.